Today is September 25th, 2013. This is year 6 of recording my limb-girdle movements, walking. I am 36 years old. I was diagnosed at 17, so it's about 19 years that I've had the disorder. So what I'm going to do is just walk up and down a couple times and kind of share with you what has been happening over the years. One thing that I notice is I seem to be moving more left to right. It could be because I'm on carpeting, which is a problem for me. It's not the ground, on solid ground I can walk a little bit better, but in the carpeting it seems to give. And because my ankles are weak, it causes, I roll to the outsides of my feet. And so that's why I'm kind of moving back and forth. Plus my hip flexors are not real strong. So I'm not really lifting up the legs, I'm more just kind of moving my body weight to one side and just pulling just dragging, not even pulling or dragging, it's just kind of momentum, it's just bringing it forward. And so I try to remember to lift the legs, but as soon as I lift that leg up, the momentum of coming forward, from the knee down, it just goes forward. And so it's not really walking, and I don't feel really comfortable walking that way, mainly because if my knee gives out, then I'm going to fall to the ground. So this way is a little bit more safer for me to do it, keeping my legs straight and as stiff as, somewhat stiff as possible, and taking smaller steps. That way I don't slip on something if I'm outside, or step on a stone, or a little piece of a tree branch or something like that. And any of those little things can make me fall. Another important thing that I'm noticing is my feet. Most people do the heel ball toe method and they push off of their toes. I'm noticing I'm not really getting that. So because my walking, the steps are shorter, it seems to be more, it's just lifting up and just kind of putting it forward. So I'm noticing when I take my shoes off, my toes are not getting the flexibility that they need. And so that's becoming a problem. I'm noticing too that my belly, I tend to be standing more with, I'm going to exaggerate, with my belly forward. So I'm not sure if that's just a disease progressing, and so the muscles are weakening around my spine, and so it's causing me to be moved forward. But it's definitely causing a problem for me with walking. I definitely do feel more off balance this year than I have in years past. I also notice sometimes, because the walls are kind of close together, I notice myself grabbing onto the walls or the doors every now and then, and I try to tell myself, just don't touch that, because as soon as you start using the walls and doors to hold on to walk, that's when it becomes a little bit more dangerous to walk without holding on to things, so I try not to do that. I do use a walking stick when I'm out in the community. That's just basically for two reasons. The first reason is so that people know that something is wrong with me physically, not that I'm drunk. That usually warns people, they know to kind of steer clear of me, and it helps with the balance as well. With these, if the ground goes up or down, particularly up, I can tend to, if I don't notice it, I can fall forward because there's not a lot of strength in my upper body to hold my momentum if it goes forward. So that's why I take shorter steps. And so far I haven't fallen out in the community. But again, it's these taking shorter steps, not really pushing off of the foot, it's almost like I'm walking on ice. Taking short steps, being real cautious. It's been helping out so far that I haven't fallen, and so I'm going to continue to do that. But like I said, I've noticed my toes aren't really getting a whole lot of exercise by pushing off, and so I'm not sure what that's going to look like down the road. But so this is basically year 6, and like I said, I have noticed a difference from this year to last year, but I'm still moving around and I haven't fallen, so everything is good. So thank you for watching.